So for this presentation, we are going to dive a little bit deeper into the selection of our aircraft and really what's going to go into us making a decision on which aircraft is appropriate for our business. Again, the aircraft that we're comparing here is the TBM 930, the Pilatus PC-12, the Nextant 400 XTI, and the Learjet 70. So in putting together a selection matrix, we put the 4 aircraft up on 9 total categories to be rated. Score 1 being of least important and 4 being the most important. And we came about these scores for the categories based on interviews that I conducted with the COO and other key members of our team. And during those interviews, it really did become apparent that total operating cost and the cost of the aircraft in general, especially with this being our first venture into aircraft ownership, was really the most important of the selection process for our team. The other things that are included in this that were of kind of lesser importance were things such as the payload and the range, as well as the wing load and the cabin volume. As of right now, with our current structure and the travel that our team has been making over the last several years, the majority of the travel is shorter distance. So the things that may be important with longer travels, such as comfort and really how far can we go with everybody in the plane, didn't seem quite as important. So here's the ratings that were given to the categories, for purchase price being very important. They also did want a newer aircraft, so we scored that a 3. Overall value factor a 2, and cabin volume a 2. Wing load 1. Payload with max fuel 2. 1 for range with max payload. And then 4 was given to the direct operating costs for a 300 nautical mile trip, and 3 was given to the maintenance cost per hour for the aircraft. Again, these scores really do reflect the team's idea that overall cost of the aircraft with us getting into it were very important, and comfort of the ride and the aircraft's ability to travel long distances with full payloads and full personnel were of less importance. And I'll make this slide available to anybody on the team that would like to dive a little bit deeper into the scores and how they rated across the board, but this is all 9 of the categories, and really the highlights, the scoring, and where they fell on the category charts. So really what it boils down to here is looking at the total selection matrix score. The total selection matrix score, we scored the highest with the Pilatus PC-12, closely followed by the TBM 930. The Learjet came in 3rd overall, and the Nextant 4th. If you look at the selection matrix score breakdown that I have highlighted in this chart, the maintenance cost per hour and the direct operating costs for a 300 nautical mile trip, they scored the highest, with a high score being good and a low score being bad. I think that part needs to be stressed in this when looking at this chart. So both the turboprop aircraft really do seem to fit the bill for us as we're looking to continue to move on with this purchase. The maintenance costs and the operating costs of these aircraft are significantly lower, and just overall the selection matrix, as we've laid it out, the importance for our team, they do come in the highest. So I think going forward, as of this point in time, with this portion, we would really be looking at the Pilatus PC-12 as our aircraft of choice.